So you have two gamers, one a maniac, one a genius. You throw in some gaming, a little bit of whiskey, you put it in the oven, bake it to a nice crisp 425.
2 hours later.
And then you get...
Probably something completely unrelated to what we're doing here today.
Welcome to another episode of Reviews in Whiskey. I'm Isaiah, aka Isaiah41V10.
S&B Dominator 335.
Today on Reviews in Whiskey, we're going to be tasting some single malt Scotch whiskey. We're also going to be reviewing a very hotly anticipated game. This man has been waiting for it for months or maybe even years. As you can see right here, this is what we'll be this is what we will be reviewing today. But first, let's start with the pregame.
So what are we pre-gaming with today then?
Well, we're going to be taking a look at Ardberg, the ultimate ice sleigh single malt Scotch whiskey.
Today, Junior?
I don't know. We got it because you know what? It looked a little bit.
It has the God of War look to it.
Yeah, it looked
Definitely
a little.
does.
It looked a little Viking to me. So
A little bit.
yeah, so we went with it. But yeah, what are your thoughts?
What are my thoughts? I mean, first off, it's very smoky. It smells like meat. I don't want to try it again because of what it did to me when I sipped it before. I'm still working the courage to muster it up again, but what about you, man?
Definitely has a unique flavor to it.
Your face says otherwise.
Yeah, for some reason it smells like, it tastes like a smoker's lung. I don't know why.
You've tasted a smoker's lung?
I never, but for some reason that's
Is there a story behind it?
I don't know.
You sick
But
bad.
it definitely has a unique taste to it. It definitely tastes strong. There's not really much more I can say about it.
It's so good. It's so good.
About it.
It's so good. It's so good.
About it.
It's so good. It's so good.
So this week we're going to be looking at a game that we've been hotly anticipating for all year, and we're going to be doing that in a segment we like to call The Reckoning. Dom, what are your thoughts?
Well, let's get started. Of course, a game that requires no introduction. Come, boy. We have a review to finish.
Now that that's done, let's get into the review of God of War.
Boy.
For the PS4. Just a reminder on how we do our reviews. We're going to break our reviews down into 5 categories. You want to tell them what those categories are, Kratos?
Yes, boy. Graphics. Tell me. What do you have?
Well, what are the categories?
Graphics.
What are the 5 categories?
I'm reading this.
All right, the 5 categories are graphics, controls, story, replayability, and entertainment. We're going to rate each category on a 1 to 5 scale. We're going to average those scores out, and then we're going to times them by 2 to give you a 1 to 10 overall score. It'll make sense further into the review.
I guess if you're going to break it down that way.
Yeah, I guess. Kratos or Dom, whoever you are at this point.
Call me father, boy.
In this episode.
Boy.
What do we look like, man? How would I be yourself?
Call me father, boy.
And I look older than you.
Boy! Get into your graphics.
Graphics.
I asked you first.
Oh, okay. Graphics, I would have to say it's a 5. It looked highly detailed. PS4 Pro on the 4K screen, it looked amazing. I was thoroughly impressed from start to finish. There's not much more I can say about the graphics. It was great. 5.
I'd have to agree. I mean, the game was a 5, playing it on a PS4 Pro and on the 4K TV. I mean, both of them did their job.
It came together like 2 hands.
Boy! We have spoken about this.
Okay. You gonna tell us the next topic, or
I'm not even
you gonna
finished
keep?
with graphics.
Or you gonna keep playing? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were playing with your axe.
Finish your drink, boy.
Never.
Taste your drink, boy.
You taste it first.
Wait. I'm sorry, I'm the boy. Again, no, back to graphics. I'm sorry. Again, the 5, it was beautiful. I mean, you saw the veins on fucking Kratos' arms while he was.
Oh shit! I didn't even realize. I forgot about that.
Boy, controls. What do you have?
You're gonna stop calling me boy. Controls. I give it a 4, and I struggled over this one. Controls. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of things to control. There's a lot of different attacks that Kratos can do. I would have given it a 5, but I just feel like they could have made it a little more intuitive as far as controlling certain aspects of the character.
Oh, let me just say, I gave the controls a 4.5. I couldn't give it a 5.
Okay.
Only because, I mean, I've played. You haven't finished all the God of War, so I mean, I can't really speak for you when I say this, but I've played all of them.
I did finish 3. It's fine.
And they changed the attack buttons, which wasn't a huge deal, but I go into a sequel thinking the control didn't change, so the controls shouldn't have changed.
Anyway, so story, what do you got?
Story, I mean, I'm a huge fan of the game and the entire series, but I had to give it a 4. The game ended absolutely magnificently.
Okay.
It took forever to get good. I mean, I gotta say, when it got good, it got amazing.
Do you want any more of your whiskey?
This doesn't get good as it gets amazing.
The viewers would like to see you have some of this Ardberg.
Maybe the viewers want to see us take it.
No, I'm the boy.
Out.
I'm the boy. Boys don't drink that much.
Boys need hair on their chest. And also, I'm sorry, the story. Now we're
I guess not
on story. There was a true God of War fan. Loves his boss fights. A true God of War fan loves to watch Kratos take something from somebody so strong.
Yep.
And then use that against somebody else.
Yep.
We didn't have that. We had a blue troll, then we had a yellow troll, then we had a red troll.
Troll with horns.
A blue person, and then a red person, and then a yellow person.
Yeah. They like to keep it diverse.
The game got amazing after, if you're still playing it now and you're not this far, after Kratos is sitting on a canoe, and he is riding upstream with his head down, just reflecting on the world.
What does he say?
That, I'm not going to say it because it's a spoiler, Athena, that the game gets absolutely amazing after that.
Okay.
Absolutely amazing. I mean, I can't give it 2 ratings, but first half of the story we get a 3.5, second half we get a 5, so story gets a 4.
That doesn't have a job.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't even matter.
I can talk now?
Yeah.
So you know what I would give it?
No.
5.
Out of?
5.
Average between?
5.
Divided by?
1.
Yeah.
No, seriously. I give it a 5 out of 5. The game or the story did progress slowly. However, once it hit its stride, it was totally amazing. Just like Dom, I would have to say that I definitely was concerned in the beginning with the lack of boss fights, the lack of epic boss fights that you would usually get from God of War. But
how are you gonna forget that? How are you gonna give it a 5 and forget that?
I'm gonna
give you.
If you let me speak.
All right, I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry, but I'll let you continue.
I'll tell you. No, but once it hit its stride, it was absolutely amazing. The part that you were talking about, where he sees. Well, quick. The one great thing about our channel and our reviews, you have to understand, the reviews come out about a month, 2 weeks to a month after the game. So we're going to talk about spoilers because you know what? We want to have a discussion about this game. Leave comments down below. If you disagree with us, leave that. If you agree with us, leave that as well. But just really quick, you're absolutely right. When he saw Athena in the canoe, the game went from about 5 miles an hour to like 200 miles an hour.
It did.
When he uncovered the Blaze of Chaos, that was amazing. And from then on, I was thoroughly, engaged in the story.
It was almost 2 different games.
It was almost, wow. I hate to say this, that was very good insight. It was definitely like almost 2 different games. And by the end of it, I was just like hanging on every word, every scene. The ending will floor you. All right, so replayability. What do you got?
So much end game. I mean, if you want to bring your blades to the next level, bring your boy to the next level, bring your armor to the next level. I mean, if you want to fight all 8 Valkyries and then take out the Queen, side quests. I mean, there's so much there for you. So I gotta say, I gave it a 5 because again, the ending of the entire, with Thor, that leaves so much room for DLC.
Okay.
Boy, go.
Anyway, so replayability, I would give it a 4.5. I couldn't give it a full 5 because again, it wasn't completely. I mean, it's not completely open world. Let's be serious. They did a great job. They did a great job making endgame quests. But I mean, for the most part, you just fast travel through the doors to get to where you got to go to. Most of them. Wait, no, seriously. Most of them are just either boss fights or training missions. Like either if you're in Muspelheim or Niflheim. I mean, you're basically just fighting enemies.
So I mean, at the end of it all, man, were you entertained?
Entertained, I was. This is gonna be hard to wrap your head around, but just like the story, I wasn't as entertained in the beginning. However, since I was overly entertained towards the end, I'd have to give it a 5. Because maybe I was entertained to a 4 in the beginning, but I was entertained to maybe a 6 by the time I was done with the game. So overall, entertainment 5. I was entertained throughout the whole thing.
It sucks, but that is a very amazing way of thinking about it.
Yeah.
At the beginning, entertainment-wise, it was hard. I mean, it was very hard to get to, but I mean, when it did finally grab you, which no matter what, whether you're a new fan or an old fan, it will grab you, it's going to bring you to a 6. I mean, of course, since our rating system doesn't go up to 6,
very good point.
I'll give it a 7.
2,000 years later.
I mean, a 5. I'm going to give it a 5.
Oh, Tim, you give it a 5 as well?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
It was, I mean, I can't wait to play it again as soon as I'm able to.
So overall, remember our overall score. We have our 5 categories. We rate those from 1 to 5. We take those, we add them, we average them out, and then we times them by 2 to give you guys a 1 to 10 scale. Dom, your overall score, what do you got?
A 9.
His brain is overloading right now.
Is it can I get one more set of hands?
Is it a hamburger? No.
I think I gave it a G. Nah, again, game 9.4. I wanted to give it a 10 because I feel like God of War, no matter what you give us, deserves a 10. But because it was just so hard to make it through the first half of the game, I can't give it a 10. I truly want to. I mean, I'm weeks away from possibly getting some ink on my skin that reflects God of War.
Wow, you heard it here first.
But a 9.4.
Okay. We somehow we ended up with the same score. Again, this is complete math. Overall 9.4, but I think that accurately reflects how I felt about the game. I thought it was phenomenal. There's little things here and there that I kind of had issues with, but overall, absolutely amazing. He's gonna end up touching my face with this, and then I'm gonna have to tackle him on screen.
Yeah, you got it.
One question I had to ask you though, since we did give it a 9.4, first episode we looked at Horizon Zero Dawn, which we said is an instant classic. We gave it a 10. Which game do you like better?
Which game do I like better? Oh man.
The math says he liked Horizon better, but
man, you put me in a very rough
yeah, I
spot.
know.
This is a question like we didn't prepare for. Man.
I know. I'm hitting him with it.
Which game did I like more?
Today, Junior?
I mean, I gotta say, play style.
As somebody that can be objective, I'd have to say, by a very small margin, Horizon Zero Dawn still reigns supreme as the #1 game we've reviewed on this channel. But we'll see.
I feel so dirty now.
With more reviews, we'll see. Who could take that crown.
I know. I feel dirty now.
God of War.
You've been wrecking.
You've been wrecking.
Thank you so much for everything.
Now on some gaming news, in a segment we like to call the Players Report. First up is Nintendo Labo, our resident expert on Nintendo Labo because he went to one birthday party and saw his nephews play with it. Tom?
Fair enough, but that's all you would need to become an expert on cardboard. If you're not in the recycling business, you would know all about cardboard. Either you're in the recycling business or you're a child.
He's coming at you. He's coming at you hard, Nintendo.
You're a pro. And it's garbage, guys. I mean, again, it's cardboard it's just cardboard. I mean, there's no batteries, there's no lights. I mean, there's colors, but the cardboard is actually cardboard color. It's not like they even went out of the way to make it brighter, make it seem nothing that grabs you in.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing.
Like,
it's almost as embarrassing as 2 cups with no drinks in it.
I know.
Almost as embarrassing.
It's fine, man. This is good. I gotta say, Nintendo, they're an evil genius. You know why? Because they actually took something less impressive than what we had as kids, repackaged it, and sold it to kids today.
That's true. Like,
you think it'd be like holograms at this point? True. It'd be like holograms at this point, but no.
VR.
It's cardboard.
Most like Xbox, PlayStation going in a VR direction, whereas Nintendo's like, all right, let's get cardboard.
Yo, I mean,
this is the same thing.
I love their business plan.
And I mean, it's selling because kids are actually making their parents buy this.
Yeah, I can see it.
Kids are making their parents buy cardboard, and then kids are watching Fortnite online to watch them dance. Yeah. It's a lost generation.
Yeah, kids are making their...
Boy.
You make your wife buy it for you?
Babe, just one, please. We can get rid of it on recycling day too. It'll be free.
No, man, they're screwing you even further because you got to buy Nintendo cardboard. Nintendo has they've licensed cardboard. They trademark cardboard.
Yo, PlayStation, Xbox, get on top of styrofoam and fucking tinfoil as soon as you can.
Exactly.
Nintendo's coming.
We have some release dates for you too. Mario Tennis comes out June 22nd. Super Smash Brothers
finally has a release date.
What's that release date?
December 31st, but...
That's forever away. So you're saying on New Year's I get to play Smash?
If you're lucky. You'd be smashed on New Year's.
I guess. He's good at like 2 games and he thinks he's great. We also have a release date for Dark Souls Remastered. Unfortunately, it gets pushed back. It was supposed to come out. It was supposed to come out May 22nd. All the other versions, PlayStation 4, Xbox, coming out May 22nd. For some reason, Switch again gets the shaft, pushed back to summer of 2018. We don't even have an exact date. I'm very disappointed by this. I'm sure you're not because
I don't want to play it.
No, because you didn't even beat the 3rd one. I'm a little disappointed. I mean, you might not want to play the game, but damn, you definitely can speak to the fact that Nintendo again seems like just dropping the ball.
But I mean, since Zelda, they've been doing nothing but fucking us over.
Right. I mean, there's been a lot of remakes.
Title. Oh, the Switch is gonna be great.
Yeah.
Like this games like Zelda.
Right.
And there's now we're gonna remake Pokemon. We're gonna remake fucking. It's just like, we're gonna remake cardboard. It's like, no.
And the one game I'm excited for, and I said this in the other episode, Metroid still don't have anything. Hopefully E3 next month.
Yeah.
We'll get a release date, and if we get any news about it, we'll definitely bring that to you. But for now, again, Nintendo for me, I play it because it's portable. Honestly, if it wasn't portable, I would not touch the system.
I have to agree.
Yeah. So, but anyway, on to Xbox news. State of Decay 2 releases next Friday, which is also May 22nd. Reviews are already in. Does not look good for yet another Xbox exclusive.
But you're surprised?
I don't know if I'm surprised. I am disappointed because I like survival horror games. I like zombie apocalypse
but it's another
plots.
Pointless game, just like Sea of Thieves. No direction, nothing to do. Just, all right, guys, go online, get your friends, and have fun.
It's because of the way they made it. It's boring. Just like, yeah, you're right, Sea of Thieves. Even though, again, Sea of Thieves has released a number of updates to kind of bring a little bit more content, it still seems rather shallow. Sea of Thieves has promised to release more content by the end of 2018. But I gotta say, yeah, I am definitely disappointed in State of Decay 2. I'm disappointed by some of the reviews. You might not have been looking forward to it, but I know one game you are looking forward to that's also not getting good first impressions, and that's Crackdown.
I mean, every Crackdown, I want to say, starts off maybe not as hypey as we like a game to start off as.
Yeah.
But I guarantee you that game is gonna pick up.
General gaming news: Fortnite Season 4 just released about a week ago. Everybody seems to love it. They added in Thanos. I believe by the time you're watching this, he will no longer be available. But I know people are excited about that. Again, the season usually lasts for about 3 months. I'm probably gonna pick it up. I don't know if this man is or this child is. So hopefully in a future episode, we'll talk about the content in season 4. Thanks for joining us. My name is Isaiah, aka Isaiah 41B10. This scumbag.
Dominator 335 SMB, baby. Shake it before you bake it.
Join us for another episode of Reviews and Whiskey.
Good fight. Good night.